Alright folks, BGAZD, we are back, and we are back with some choices. We are also back with the Elementalists series. I just got the entire video done for all of book 1, and man, that was a doozy. Let me just say, that was a lot of work to put into it. And I didn't even get all of it into one video, which kind of sucks. But that's in the past. We're on to book 2 now. You're back at Pendergast for sophomore year. What will the winds of change bring? I don't know. Hopefully it won't drop us into the ground again like I think it did last time. This is, you know, I'm not gonna stall. We're just gonna play this. Okay. Anyways, this is really nice cover art though. Oh, so magical. You can import a save file from the Elementalists Book 1. Like here, important choices. Would you like to import? Yes, please. Import now. Welcome to the Elementalists Book 2. Book 2. First, let's customize your character. Change your face or gender. Keep the face. I don't remember playing as a girl guy. Could I please? Blink. Gotta go with the hair. The hair. And my hair. No, I like this hair. And yeah, now. That could be like all the way at the end. Is this you? Ah, sure. Would you like a rename, Kian? No, I like my name. Yes, please. Right, now your outfit. I don't even get like the options I purchased last time. Whatever. I prefer to date men, women, both men and women. I'm not interested in romantic relationships. Last book I did women. I'm just gonna stick with that. Elementalists 2. Let's do it. So pretty. Chapter 1, New Dawn. Oh boy. I'm so excited. Now looking into the past of someone who went missing. You mean like my brother? Magic rolls in the air as you exchange blows with superpowered attuned. Oh, we're back here. You've taken things too far. I won't let the world fall to ruin at your hands. Oh, lighten up, will you? The 8 of you have always been so dull. He deflects your spell with a maniacal grin. Fearsome energy crackles around him, and then rips through the air right at you. Deflect the spell, I guess? Okay. Your thirst for power has made you strong, but your time is up. Gold magic flares around you, then rushes forward to collide with its energy. It cuts straight through, then consumes him? Ah? What's happening? The shockwave tears through the mountain and sends out a burst of blinding light. A giant chasm splits the hill and... Ah. You will never seal me away. Disorient him, immobilize him. Immobilize, I don't know. I will seal you, but I regret that it's too late. Someone should have done this millennia ago. Stones clamp around him, forcing his arms beside his ankles together. The swirling magic sucks him in. He struggles, trapped inside as you look down him coolly. Let me... go. I can't scream today, I'm sorry. The rest of you have been against me from the beginning. You've blinded yourselves to your own foolishness. It's your fault that's come to this. You leave me no choice. You complete the seal that will trap him under the earth forevermore. He starts to get Chasm's rolling magic just before he slips out the view. Rah. Ah. Oh no, I'm normal again. You bear eyes slowly, your head heavy, your thoughts in an elusive fog. Where am I? Who am I? Okay, I did not select this character. My name is Elise, you're safe here? Oh, it's starting to connect, ain't it? Well, there's a little girl. Elise Schaff won't do as I say if you're dead. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt Winnie. The twins I've been looking for. I have no need to hurt either of you. As long as you come quietly. I think I get it now. Even more lights as you down, your head slamming against the floor. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? Ah, silence, child. Be good while I'm gone. Sit in the corner, hugging your knees to your chest, turning tears streaking down your cheeks. Please, anybody help me, please. With faith from disuse, and soon you lose all track of time. Okay, I'm starting to get this now. Hey, I'm back. What's up, gamers? Ah, there we go. Last box finally unpacked. Hey, Desiree. I'm with you, Desiree. It's great to be back. Anyways. Just then the door flies open. Oh, gee. I miss my favorite sun hat. Thank goodness we're roommates. I couldn't let fate keep us apart any longer. Shreya marches inside, dropping the bag by the door. Zeph and Atlas follow her in. Is this what I'm gonna have to deal with all year? Because I could do without the ambushes while I'm on my way to the bathroom. Don't worry, Alice. Soon you'll be craving our company. Bad, weird wording. Shreya stops in front of you with hands on her lips. Your outfit is a little tired, but you're so radiant, Kian. It must be a sun ad thing. I'm very jealous, for the record. Thanks, Shreya, but you're looking better. I've missed the compliments. I don't know. And I've missed giving them. You know what they say, a compliment a day keeps the bumbling fugs. No, people... Jesus. It's fantastic for the complexion. Just saying, you do not want to be... I had it for 2 weeks in high school, bad stuff. In that case, you better be ready for some top-notch compliments coming your way. Kian, we have to get going. Evelyn's waiting for us, remember? Right. Was that her name? I don't remember. Can't go yet, Kian. You need to take a good first impression in class tomorrow. I told you last year that it's a long-lost tradition to wear black on the first day of term, and your outfit simply won't cut it. Remind me, what's the point of the tradition if it's long-lost? Point is, of course, that impressing your professors and anyone you feel special connection with. I dress up myself, but I found my muse in you, Kian. Anyways. Okay. You look good in everything, especially black. Some up from the bag and then ushers your friends out so you can have this moment of privacy to change. Ugh. That looks awful. Whatever. You open the door to show off your look. You've done it again, Shreya. I've never looked better. Yeah, I knew it was meant for you the second I saw it. A mystery always has an eye for style, and you look stunning. It's fancy yet so posh. You'll be the talk of the school. Where this look to start off the year off in style and bound to impress the new professor. You'll be meeting soon. Whatever. Show off your look. Ready to make my mark? You're going to take the halls by storm. Please let me get some footage for my Insta-tuned account. Can we get going now? We're gonna be late. In that case, Shreya and I we'll head to the dining hall while you see Swan. I can hear the buffet calling me. Oh yeah, Joff died. Ha, that's horrible. If I was, okay. Hi, Professor. I mean, Dean Swan. But someone else is already in the office with Dean Swan, a man who clearly isn't human? Oh, cool. Will Smith made it. Ah, these must be the two you were expecting, Evelyn. I'll take that as my cue to get along. Get going, whatever. Not before I introduce you, Keen Atlas, come on in. Meet Grey Garden Wythe, the former dean of Pendergast. Hold on, you're a Djinn. Pendergast had a Djinn for a dean? Indeed it did. I was Pendergast's first and only non-human dean, and I maintain that title proudly. Grey Garden was my dean. In fact, today he stopped by to check on me and make sure I was, well, doing okay. You know, so twitch your skirt lower over her leg, and you can't help frowning. Still have nightmares about Rafe severing your leg. I'm sure it has been easy for you. Oh, please don't worry, Kian. I am regenerating it slowly but surely, and I'm happy to finally be using my blood magic again. Should we be talking about this in front? He jerks his head toward Dean Wythe, but Dean Swan waves off his worry. Grey Garden is one of the few I can still speak about my entombment. He was one of the foremost fighters against the ban on blood magic. Dean Wythe Can you do blood magic? What kind of magic do Jin do? What do you guys do? Okay. A year-long course wouldn't be enough to cover the topic. Attuned are fixated on the attunement system, which Jin don't have. Jin magic is all about the inner energies, dreams, wishes, desires. Oh, that's dope. Fears. Oh, yeah, that's a villain. That's a villain right there. You feel a strange tingle in your head and then a sensation like a split-second moment of lightheadedness. Did you just do a moon spell on us? Your worries are positively permeating the air around you. It can be difficult for Jin to resist the call of such intense emotions. And while Jin magic is most easily translated to moon magic, the label is a vast oversimplification of all its nuances. It appears that you his gaze sharpening an interest. Practicing your impressions has strengthened your mind. I find that my magic feels fuller when I'm surrounded with strong consciousness. He clears his throat and nods at Dean Swan. I won't delay your meeting any longer, Evelyn. It was a pleasure seeing you again. He takes his leave, and you and Atlas settle in the chairs across from Dean Swan. So, how are you doing? Have you shown Atlas around school yet? Maybe you enjoyed a quiet breakfast together this morning? I wanted to talk about something. Who is this girl? When she was dying, Dean Joff asked us to find the girl in the slugget. We still don't know anything about her. Nor could you. Like I said before, I would before the summer. I've kept my eyes, ears, and prescient channels open, but nothing has come up. None of Elise's records contain anything about a daughter or any family at all. For that matter, she was a closed book. But wait, we're so off topic. I called you two here for a reason. She takes Atlas's hands in her own. Atlas, allow me to formally welcome you to Pendergast. I'm so thrilled that you're in a Fixel Drixmar. Is that the... Thanks, it's new. I'm sure it is. You haven't had a smudge of a formal education your entire life. But you're bright. Not to mention you have your brother and wonderful professors who will be happy to help you, and you have me. Okay. If you two ever need anything at all, you can come into me. No matter the time of day or night, I'm here for you. Thanks, Dean Swan. We'll try not to break down your door in the middle of the night, though. That would be my preference. Thank you. Creepy. Whatever. You and Alice enter the dining hall, which is already filling up with students arriving for the year. Double trouble, we saved you seats. Don't call us that. If I ever had a twin brother, that's the last thing I want to be called. Zeph waves at you from his and Shreya's table, but as you're heading over, the thief captain suddenly runs past. Ward, go long. These dragon links are extra spicy and they're all yours if you can catch them. He pitches an entire plate of dragon links across the dining hall. They burst into flames as they fly through the air. Oh, that's his name. How am I supposed to catch those? I'll like swing his dragon link, catch I don't know. Need a hand? You soak the dragon links with the fizzberry juice from the buffet table. The soggy links thud to the ground. Oh, that's a waste of perfectly good breakfast. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, timer's ticking. It's a pandemonium in here already. You think admissions would screen off the ruffians, whatever. Wow, not Russians, please. You turn around to see Beckett striding into the dining hall. He stops coolly at your table, straightening his blazer. I wish people would follow the rules. They're in school, not on the battlefield. Indeed. How do you all do? How do you do, fellow millennials? Come on, you haven't seen us all summer. Is how do you all do really the best you got? It's called politeness, Zephyr, though I understand why you might struggle to grasp its nuances. Beckett looks at me with a nod. Keenan. Hey, Beckett, I know you missed me. Did you have a good summer? Yes, quite. I would have enjoyed to do another summer session this year, but my family insists I have vacation with them in Hawaii. Oh no, how horrible. Don't fret, the libraries have much to offer in the magical history of the island. I was able to keep my studies up. There you all are. There's our girl. There's our girl. Griffin, I found them. Aster comes into the foyer, waving enthusiastically with Griffin taking up her rear. Hey guys, I ran into Aster on my way to the mirror room. Get this, a sentient coat hanger held up the line at my entrance point. It caused almost as much mayhem as the twisters I faced in Tornado Alley this summer. Still, work at it was a blast. Kick off your sophomore year in style. Oh, Kim, what a fantastic outfit. You must teach me more about attuned fashion. I can see I have much to learn. Thanks, Aster. The key to any outfit is to wear it with confidence. I think you're doing just fine. Is anyone getting socially exhausted already, or is that just me? Not me. Pendergast is so magical. Magical. I can't wait to tell the other wood nymphs all about my time as an exchange student. Shreya wipes away an imaginary tear and sniffs for effect. Look at us, pen pal is back together again. Other squads could never. I'm so glad I never changed that name. Oh, am I intruding on a pen pal's moment? I'm so sorry. Don't be silly, Aster. This squad would be nothing without you. You're one of us. Yes, whether you want to be or not. One gets little say in these matters. I suggest you prepare for many headaches to come. That's one thing you and I actually agree on, Harrington. Oh, hush, you two. And you love us. You know you love us. And actually, she takes out two, more friendship bracelets. I had to make ones for Atlas and Aster. Pen pal's pride is very important to me. Kian, give me a hand with these. She hands you a bracelet and you take a moment to decide whose wrist to tie it onto. Tie it for Atlas, Aster. Of course. You tie the bracelet on Aster's wrist and she beams as she looks down at it. You let your fingers linger against her wrist. Her cheeks turn dark green as she blushes. Thank you, Kian. You're beautiful. I know. I mean, oh, wow. Yikes. I mean, it's beautiful. Ahem, this reunion was pleasant, but the library awaits me. I really must get started on my coursework. I've selected my major already. Nope, the study of magical philosophy. Essentially the study of how magic itself works. Beckett, you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. School doesn't start until tomorrow. I was hoping to explore the campus. There's so much of Pendergast I haven't seen yet. The excitement is giving me splinters. And I am a little worried about getting lost my first day of classes. You know who else could use a tour? Atlas. All he did on campus last year was hide, so it's not like he knows where anything is. In that case, allow me to offer my expertise. A Drixmar must know the key locations on campus. And by key, he means interesting, fun, secret places that aren't the library. Getting the lay of the land. Solid strategy in my book. We can give you and Aster some tips that'll help you in class too, since neither of you have been to school before. Oh yes, I would love to know how to be a proper student. You can't say to that, can you, Kim? Let's give him a tour. Snick. Thanks, Desiree. Desiree seems to like the idea too. Have fun with your friends while showing Aster and Atlas some Pendergast's secret locations. You also get to influence what type of students they'll be this year. Really? A tour sounds like a great idea. It can wait. Why not? Okay. Yay! Thank you, Keen. Where are we going first? I've got this. Follow me, pen pals. Well, that's settled. Good thing, because I didn't have a tour plan. Of course you didn't. Zeph sets off through the foyer, and you all follow along. Now, if you look to your right, the torches among this hall all burn into the Mons Hague's Inferno, a tricky bit of fire magic infused with water. And did you know that if you talk to the drinking fountain in a haiku, it'll dispense apple cider? Seriously? How'd you figure that out? The Zephster has his ways, and his insider sources of information, and a little bit of poetic flair to top it all off. If you speak to it in a limerick, rumor has it you'll dispense champagne, though I'm not about to begin speaking in rhymes. Yes! Desiree leaps into the drinking fountain, and the basin fills with a shimmering pink color liquid. What are all those trophies in the glass case at the end of the hallway? Just various awards of honor and honors Pendergast students have won throughout the years. There are a handful of thief trophies in there, including the ones from the last 2 years straight. Zeph and Griffin fist bump. Beckett lets out a bemused hum. Indeed, the winner of the previous Attune Magic K Urtis Award has a flag on the top of the shelf. It's an immense honor. We're almost there. Everyone, this way. Zeph takes a sharp turn down another hallway, and you all scramble to keep up. Looks like a torture chamber. He takes you into a strange room filled with meticulously organized piles of what looked like junk. I found this place when I was looking for somewhere quiet to study so I could boost my grades at the end of the last year. Nothing like the smell of musty clutter to get the mind working, I guess. Rumor has it a student named Kablash Singh went on to become a sky pirate after graduating. Methinks this was his secret hideout. You approach a map labeled Pendergast tunnels that sinking on a crate. When you look at it, the drawing starts shifting over the page. A sky pirate or an underground explorer? I wonder how many secrets about this school are hidden in this room. If you guys ever want to study with me here, you might find out. Look at this old photo. I bet I could tune it up to play some of my muses. A bright piano tune starts filtering out of the phono. The leaves in Aster's hair flutter in time to it. I have a question. Both Atlas and I are like saplings in a new environment. What should we know to make the most out of our studenthood? That's easy. You've got to study hard, party hard, go with the flow. I don't want to say study or party hard, because it seems awful. Go with the flow, I guess. Do your best in your classes, make time to have fun, but don't get too preoccupied with the moment. College is all about the experience. Kian, my dear, I admire your way of life. Go with the flow sounds very much like a saying we nymphs have. Sway as the breeze moves you, or the trunk will grow, and your trunk will go strong. Chilling out sounds nice, but I'm not about to be a mediocre student. Mind if I take the tour from here? I have a place I know you'll all like. Take it away, Griffin. Ooh. You enter a domed room where stardust swirls over your heads. Eek? Oh my goodness, I've never seen a night sky so filled with color. I took an elective on night-specific magic here last year. The dome can show the current night sky from any part of the world. You all slide into seats and gaze at the sky in wonder. Desiree settles beneath the enormous telescope, transfixed of the stars above. You notice Atlas scanning the constellations like he's trying to memorize them. Okay, I'll admit, this is pretty cool. What happens if a real class? Do we just sit here and get lectured? Not even. Classes are really interactive, so they're tons of fun. How about we give a demonstration? That might help them get the feel for a classroom environment. Learning through example, a fantastic approach. I'll be the professor in this roleplay, of course. Weird. Beckett walks to the center of the class and crosses his arms. Class, we'll be moving on to the dream hexes today. A dream hex produces a feeling of anxiety, paranoia, and altered spatial perception. Great. Aster takes out a notebook and opens it up to her lap and looks at you eagerly. Was that Aster or Atlas? I think she's waiting for you to show us what to do next, Ian. Oh, it was Aster. Okay. He rests his chin on his fist with a grin. I'm very curious, too. Watch and learn, young ones. I should act like Beckett, take a nap, gossip. Okay. These are all kind of bad, because I don't want to act like Beckett. Taking a nap, just... whatever. Gossip doesn't seem right. Whatever, act like Beckett, I guess. You sit up straight and speak in a pompous voice. Professor, it sounds as though dream hexes are simply inspired by nightmares. That impression was uncanny. Indeed, Kian, you are correct. That was an astute observation. Yes, well, I am very astute. The attuned Uranus Award will have my prestigious name on it this year. That's not... It's called the Attuned Magic... Never mind. Oh, I see. I have to display what I've learned in front of the whole class in order to gain prestige. That wasn't what I meant. But sure. I don't know about you guys, but I have enough pretend school for one day. Besides, the real fun comes when class is out. I need to show off my favorite relaxation spot, and no, it's not the sauna. Anyways. Yes. Desiree races out of the classroom ahead of you in excitement. Archery? Alright. Shreya takes you to an open field beyond the main buildings. She picks up a bow, knocks an arrow, and takes aim. There's nothing like a little target practice relieves stress. I can buy that. The arrow bursts out into flame and she lets it loose. It hits a perfect bullseye with a shower of sparks. Holy crap, Shreya, you're incredible. Oh, I love it when people say that. My advice to our newbie Drixmers is to find a hobby. It's great for stress relief. My turn. Alice lets loose a flaming arrow, but his shot goes slightly wide, hitting the light blue section of the target. So is it a new pen pal's rule that you gotta be deadly or something? If you give me archery lessons, I'll teach you hand-to-hand combat. Sign me up for archery lessons too. I'm not about to be outdone by my twin. Yikes. Shreya puts a hand on Alice's bow to lower it. Lesson 1. Before any of you are ready for arrows, you need to hone your aim. Pick a target, pick a spell. Et voila. She snaps her fingers and a flaming serpent twists through the air before charring a bullseye into the target. Once you have enough control to steer your magic where you want it to go, then it can be trusted with actual arrows. Steering my magic? This could be a piece of cake for a sunhat. You line up across from your target, narrowing your eyes with the yellow bullseye. Sun magic builds up within you. I'll show off, stay focused. If I show off, I'm gonna mess up. Watch and learn. You make a flourishing motion with your finger, and a fierce beam of sunlight shoots out, hits the target, and then burns right through it. Remind me never to get between either twin and a bullseye. Hey. There's where he zaps electricity straight into a bullseye that ruffles his mother's head. Ooh, me, I want to turn. I'm not sure my magic is suited to this sort of thing. Are there other attuned hobbies that are less combative? Beckett pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs. This tour has become distressingly derailed. While hobbies occasionally have their merit, I'll show it's how you do in class that counts. Oh, shush, I can't stand any more school talk. Class is out and the role play is officially over. Hold on a second. There's one more important thing you've got to do once class ends. I need to update my Institute story, talk with the professors after class. Just take a breath. Just take a breath. When you find yourself someplace as peaceful as this, blue sky overhead, the air fresh, you just gotta lie down and take it all in. My life motto is you don't need to rush from one place to another. Let the moment end before you start a new one, you know? Oh yes, that's something we nymphs believe in completely, especially since one day we won't be able to remove it all. Yikes, alright. I'm not sure I'd be down for not moving, but taking it slow and steady is a great way to keep your stress levels low. Sounds unrealistic. How do you get anything done? You turn to Aster and Atlas. So, has this helped? Did you feel ready for school to start? Aster brandishes her notebook, the page is filled with scribbles and even a few diagrams. Encourage Atlas and have to stay cool this year. Chill. Oh yeah. Anyways. Your approach is kind of relaxed, but I guess you passed freshman year. I might need help with this whole take it easy thing, though. I'd be more than happy to help you. Seems that my wouldn't have habits are more than suited for life as a college student. I have to say, Atlas, I'm looking forward to being classmates with you. I hope we can help each other out this year. Hey, you're mine. Don't cheat on me with my twin. Yeah, I'm done with having an ally this whole thing. An ally in this whole thing. Whatever. Aster claps her hands. Oh, good. I promise to be the most noble, capable, wonderful ally you could hope for. Oh, this is precious. I feel like I'm watching my kids grow up. Y'all enjoy shooting spells at the targets for a little while longer. And then I kill someone. Later that morning, you and your friends take a walk through campus while tossing around one of Zeph's magical frisbees. So, what was everyone up to this summer? I luxuriated all Mystery Inc.'s affiliated spas as inspiration for my new line of spa products. Things have been flying off the shelves. Rich people problems, am I right? I decided in Tornado Alley I'm going to apply for a Fortuna Revelry Scholarship for disaster prevention and relief. The frisbee does a series of loop-de-loops through the air. Beckett gapes at Griffin. That's the most prestigious scholarship in the Natural Sciences department. Only one upperclassman gets it each year. You catch the frisbee and then send it floating upward in a halo of golden light. You can't be worried, Griffin. You literally did disaster relief all summer long. The committee's bound to give it to you. The competition's steep, though. I hope they see how serious I am about this scholarship, about my major. They'd be silly not to. Let me know if I can help. I don't really know if I can help. The way you light up when you talk about disaster relief makes it obvious. You're hurt. Okay, anyways. Sorry, real quick. Anyways. Something that makes it obvious your heart and soul is in this. I'm sure if you told this committee that you've been battling tornadoes, they would be extremely impressed. I agree. I'll try not to dramatize my achievements too much, but thanks for the support. What did Double Trouble get up to when you two were home? I can't picture Atlas relaxing when Shreya's spa fizzes. We went on a cross-country road trip. We saw the Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls, Mount Mushmore, and this trippy place called the Mystery Spot. Keen says there's nothing magical about it, but I don't buy it. Alice catches the frisbee and sends it whizzing around you in a series of crazy zigzags as you reach the lake at the edge of campus. Keen, isn't this where you fell off the portal last year? It's hard to believe that this was only a year ago. I had no idea what sort of crazy world I'd fallen into. And now we've come full circle, except I'm the one stepping into something crazy this time. Atlas, last year we faced off against a murderous attuned who was hunting down twins. I think you'll handle school just fine. Guys, look, is that a mermaid? You glimpse a shimmery fin slipping beneath the water, leaving behind a few ripples. You all are in luck. Most Pendergast students go their entire academic career without a glimpse of the lake's merfolk. Unless you would attend the annual merfolk party, that is. You better believe getting an invite is on my bucket list. Well, now that we're all together again, we should do something special, like a trip to Penn Square. Queen, there's a darling little art studio that just opened there. I was thinking of renting a room for a bit if you wanted to paint with me. Painting sounds rather messy, doesn't it? Couldn't you just purchase watercolors in the store and paint in your dorm? This art studio brews their own house ciders, each with a different mood effect that makes painting super exciting. Watercolors can't compare. I think I'd prefer calming ambience with the cafe serene with my cider. It's a favorite study spot of mine, and the menu is superb. I would be happy to pay for your coffee if you wish to share a relaxing afternoon with me before the class begins, Kian. Hitting the trails is my favorite way to relax before class. Sporting goods place is an Earthat favorite. I heard that place is bigger than the inside on the inside than the outside. And expanding. They just added 2 new mountain trails. I'm gonna head over and check them out if anyone wants to join. I've been interested in investigating the chocolate shop that just opened up a few streets over from Meissen du. Now is the perfect time. I've never eaten chocolate before. I could use some guidance to make sure I try all the best options. Those all do sound like a lot of fun. Catch up with one of your friends while enjoying an exclusive location on Penn Square. Paint with Shreya, explore the trails with Griffin, share some chocolate with Aster, or visit the cafe with Beckett. I'm not even going to look at the other options. I'm going with Aster. I already said I was. Oh, good. This will be much more enjoyable with a friend. Aster slides her hand into yours as you head off campus. I still can't believe you've never had chocolate before. How is that possible? Well, there aren't many cacao trees in the forest since they're more tropical, so I couldn't try it when I was a seedling. And then since I became mobile, I've been so busy with the shop that I've never got a chance to try a bite. Well then, we're fixing a great wrong today. Everyone should get to enjoy deliciousness of chocolate. I agree. I fully agree. You and Aster step inside the shop, and Aster's eyes go wide as she looks around. She takes a deep breath and leaves the leaves in her hair rustling. It smells even better than I imagined it would. Wait until you taste it. You and Aster pay for your tasting and then start wandering the shop. There's fudge and peanut butter cups and chocolate strawberries. I don't know where to start. I don't even know what a peanut butter cup is. How about we keep it simple and start with the taste of basics? They have white, milk, and dark chocolate tasters over here. Let's see what the labels say. You and Aster stoop down to examine the labels in front of each of the delicacies. All chocolate has a matching magical effect. Pick one to suit your mood. White chocolate is perfect for brightening your day. Try a shearing mug of hot white cocoa. Milk chocolate promises peace and quiet. A tasty slice of cake will provide amusing results. Dark chocolate will help you relax, letting the rest of your world fade away. Spoil yourself with a delicate souffle before bed. Aster puts her hand on her chin, thinking. Then she shakes her head. I can't decide. Why don't you pick, Kian? Let's try the dark milk white. I'm personally a milk chocolate person. I love milk chocolate. We're gonna go with milk chocolate. You and Aster each take a bite of the cake, the sweet, creamy flavor washing over your tongue. What was that? Oh. Boing. This flavor is absolutely magical. It was weird. The room seems to sharpen everything around you frozen in place. You turn back to Aster. Well, that's weird. You think you're speaking in a normal voice, but your words come out as a whisper. Aster giggles, her voice softer than usual. I think this is what they meant by giving us peace and quiet. I wonder what happens if I try to shout. Despite your attempt, your voice comes out in a breathy whisper and you laugh. I guess I should start taking this cake to the library with me. I won't get in trouble for being too loud then. Actually, that's really smart. He takes another bite of the cake, smiling happily. The flowers in her hair start to glow softly, sparkles of bright gold pollen tumbling down in front of her face. Oh, that's unexpected. It's almost like we're in a fay garden. When the effects of the chocolate fade, you and Aster explore the rest of the tasting room. She notices a table piled high with different fudges. Ooh, I've heard about fudge. Say it's a lot like tree sap. I have to try some. It is nothing like tree sap. Please, to any of the humans out there, please do not try tree sap because she says it tastes like fudge. It doesn't, I promise. I mean, they are both kind of sticky. Now you've made me curious. What's your favorite human treat, nymph delicacy? Nymph delicacy. Tree sap. Dang it. Like the stuff you can find dripping off of tree trunks? Exactly. Each tree has a different flavor of sap, though all more pungent than anything you humans are used to. We tree nymphs fashion them in different candies. A particular favorite of mine is the pine variety. Do you think I'd like that kind of sap? The sap nymphs eat? Past experience of trying to sell nymph candies at the shop leads me to think you wouldn't. But then again, you are one of a kind among humans. I'll see if I can bring you a pine candy one of these days. You notice her looking at a particular kind of fudge, so you pick up a piece of it and hold it in front of her face. Go ahead, take a bite. Her cheeks darken with a blush, but leans in closer and takes a bite, her lips brushing your fingers. You could have just picked it up. All the vines on her arms instantly sprout brilliant red flowers. The petals drop to the ground in a blanket of red. Alright. What did they say the effect was for this one? When your heart is full, you can shed your worries away. Aw, your heart's full around me, huh? Sometimes you make me feel like it's about to burst. You and Aster move over to the chocolate fondue found in the center of the room. Aster grabs a marshmallow and dips it into chocolate. She takes a bite, she bursts into uncomfortable giggles. Oh my! The label does say it brings you endless joy. You two are so creative. Sounds like she's like on meth. God. Do wood nymphs have candy shops? Would you bring any other nymphs here? I don't know. If you haven't tried chocolate before, I can't imagine any others from your colony have. Some of the rodent nymphs who traveled during their mobile days may have, but none of the other currently mobile nymphs have. I'd love to bring them, but they aren't as comfortable venturing outside of the forest. Perhaps I can bring some chocolate back home with me, though. As Aster smiles at you, you notice a smudge of chocolate on the corner of her mouth. Good. Tell her about it, wipe it off, kiss it off. Oh, come on. Got a little something on your face, but don't worry, I can take care of it. You lean in and press a soft kiss to the corner of Aster's mouth, licking away the chocolate. She turns her head to meet you, her lips sliding gently against yours. You nip playfully at her lower lip and she giggles. How kind of you to help, Kian. She picks up a strawberry and dips it into chocolate, then lifts it to her mouth and takes a bite. Chocolate smears all over her lips. Whoops, looks like it would be a bit more help. Who am I to refuse a beautiful woman in need? You press your lips to hers and lick among her lower lip. The chocolate's sweet against your tongue. Aster's eyes flutter shut as you slide your arms around her waist. The vines on her arms rustle and begin to wrap around you both, pulling you even closer together until your chest is pressing against hers. Looks like you wanted even more of me. As much as I can have. She meets you with a soft, sensual kiss. Sensual? Yeah. And you can feel her heartbeat quicken in her chest. As she pulls away, she licks her lips, and the vines slowly untangle from around you. You see a quick kiss, and she grins, the veins in her face glowing. We shouldn't get too carried away. We're still in a shop, after all. Too bad. You and Aster finish your tasting and head toward the door of the shop. She smiles brightly. Is hanging with friends always this wonderful? I just feel so full of energy. I never want it to end. Don't worry, Aster. There will be plenty of opportunity for us to hang out this year. I can't wait. The two of you head back outside to meet up with the rest of your friends. So your friends gather around a stall in the heart of Penn Square and make your way over. I've been eyeing this display of shrunken heads since last year. I've heard they're great tokens for warding off. What's this? Alice picks up a piece of glass from a display labeled Ghoul Sensors, and it immediately starts shrieking in his face. Well, that confirms one long-lasting theory I've had. Hey, Alice, guess you explains the look on your... Suddenly, wind rips through the square, blowing trinkets off stalls and tearing shopping bags from people's arms. Holy crap, Griffin, is this what it's like before a tornado? I don't think that's what's... Someone's coming. Look out! You duck as stall hurdles over your head. As the stall hurdles over your head and dive out of the way as the ghoul sensors rocket past, all of them screaming. Jesus. This is getting dangerous. Stay low. Griffin throws a shield of cobblestones to protect you all from trinkets pelting down around you. The wind is so strong it picks people up and tosses them in the trees. Get me out of here! Guys, we have to help out. All people out of the trees, fasten stalls to the ground. Sure, why not? This is tricky, but I think I've got it. It was metal, so I went with metal. You sense the metal nails holding the stall together, as well as the Earth's magnetic field, and use them to pull the stalls back to the ground. Yes, it worked. Through another gust of wind, you hear an amused voice. My, this is rather chaotic, isn't it? Who the hell's that? Desiree appears snarling and looking for the source of the voice. Just then, a giant potions vat topples off a table, and a sizzling liquid flies straight at Zeph. I'll let him handle it, reroute it, dissolve it. Reroute it. I got you, Zeph. Take control of the potion with your water magic and fling it against the wall of the storefront where it splatters and boils into the plaster. I thought it said Aster for a minute, I was gonna panic. Holy crap, I almost ended up with no face. Don't push. Please find shelter in an ordinary fashion. Orderly, whatever. Sss. Beckett magics an awning off of a storefront and shields pedestrians with it while waving toward open doors while Desiree helps stragglers stuck in the street. Kian, the trees say he'll arrive in a moment. Aster controls the trees to catch flying debris that pelts toward pedestrians. She looks down the lane and... Oh boy, there he is. It's like Monopoly Man, but evil and purple. And purple. Keyword there. Hello, one and all. An eccentrically dressed man appears in a flurry of wind and leaves. He smooths out to the twisted, well-groomed mustaches as he looks around in amusement. What a disaster. Do you always keep your streets so messy? Hey, I've seen you before. Doesn't seem to hear you magic up pastries from a stall and juggling them in the air. Well, I guess a little mess is expected when you're having fun. He plucks up a few people with his air magic and starts floating in lazy spirals overhead. What the? Put me down! Aw, that's no fun at all. He sets her down to the top of Mason DU, then spins around, wind spiraling out from him in powerful gusts. At this rate, he's literally going to blow the entire square away. We've got to stop him. Atlas launches cobblestones at him, but they're blown away as though they're pebbles. It's like he doesn't even know we're here. Attack him, call out to him. Okay, calling out didn't work the first time, whatever, I'll attack him. What do you think you're doing? Did I just spawn a rainbow or something? Your power bursts out of you, rushing the man in a torrent of multicolors that sparks when it meets his wind. Huh? As he looks around, you feel momentarily fatigued. What was the magic I just let off? Gah. Desiree jumps in fright and poofs into the other. Desiree, wait, what's wrong? Man turns around in midair, and the wind around him calling. The wind around going until it swirls just beneath his feet. The storm continues to rage through the rest of the square, but he peers at you in curiosity, tipping his head slightly. Yes. Did you just say something? My, oh my, isn't this a pleasant surprise? The man lets out a laugh and glides gracefully over, landing in front of you with barely a sound. Your friends group around you protectively. He sweeps his hat off as he bows in front of you. I have to say, this makes a lot more sense. You're the powerful one who drew me here, aren't you? The force emanating from you, why, it's incredible. Me? Incredibly powerful? Yeah, I know, I say that's you. Thanks, but who are you? Someone with your power wants to know more about little old me? Well, I'm a friend, I hope. Yeah, not on my watch. Alice steps between you and the strange man, and the man's eyebrows shoot up. Why, your power is just as immense. Today is turning out much more differently than I anticipated. I don't know what you're talking about, but you better stop trying to destroy Penn Square. You aren't nearly as friendly, though. Excuse me, powerful wind guy? Would you mind stopping all of that? The square's a total mess. You motion at the chaos still happening outside of the bubble of the calm you're in. The man looks out as though seeing it for the first time. Did I do that? Sometimes the magic gets a little excited. I'm sure you of all people understand. I can't speak. The wind suddenly ceases. Carts topple over as they land, and the people who have been floating in the air are set gently back on their feet. I'll admit, I shouldn't have been so surprised by your power. Seeing you up close, the resemblance is uncanny. Resemblance? What are you talking about? Watch out, Kian. He might be trying to trick us. He ignores Atlas and circles you curiously, poking your forehead, plucking at your hair, and wafting the air around you toward him and taking a loud sniff. Ew. Shreya, of all people. That magical signature. I should have expected nothing less from the son of an old friend. The son of... How did you know our parents? What horrid manners. I was attempting conversation, not asking to be interrogated. Could you please tell us? We know so little about our parents, we can't help wondering who you are or how you know them. You must be the polite son. I'm so glad one of you is tactful. You better tell it. Les suddenly grabs at his throat. His mouth moves, but he doesn't let out any sound. So, he pretty much... Okay, joke over. Alice suddenly grabs at his throat, his mouth moves, but he doesn't let out any sound. Oh. Why did you do that to Alice? Don't worry, his voice will return shortly. It was just beginning to grate on my nerves. I much prefer your manners to your brother's. Conversations are far more enjoyable when both parties are simple, don't you think? He circles you one more time, tapping his chin in thought. When he floats back in front of you, a gleam enters his eyes. I look forward to meeting you again. Don't miss me too much in the meanwhile. He tips his hat at you and then rises higher on another swirl of wind. Wait, what do you know about our parents? You start to follow, but the wind whisks him away faster than your eyes can track. After a long beat of silence, Zeph steps toward you as you look over the square. People come warily out of shops to start cleaning up the wreckage. Kian, did that man know you? I don't know. Alice and I were just babies when our parents died. You turn to Atlas, who stares at the horizon through narrowed eyes. He clears his throat, his voice back. It sounded like he came here to find us, but no stranger should know who we are. Whatever. Desiree reappears, nuzzling against you for reassurance. He promised to return. I dare say you'll be faced with his deviancy once again. The question is, where and when? And why? What does he want from you? You look around the rubble as a new mystery settles around you. Something tells me we're going to find out. Oh boy. Oh, I can't even continue. It didn't even give me the option to continue. Wow. Whatever. Anyways, that's gonna be all from me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. I'm trying to upload, as much variety in the choices realm as I can. And with that all being said, it's Virginia 88, over and out.